back here with Evan today. Oh wait.
Do it.
Do it, Evan. Evan intros. Evan intros today.
I'm Evan. This is Matt. I think this is Ryan. Yeah. Oh.
Looks like Dr. Robotnik.
A lesser man would die here.
Intro it up, tall guy.
I got nothing. What do you mean?
You've got nothing. What the hell?
Let's make Max do it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Max. Nope. My name is Evan Marcus.
I'm Evan. This is Ryan. This is Matt. Welcome to another episode of Kibbetech.
Wow.
I said or did I say at?
I don't even remember.
I did like
You
a
mixed
blend.
them up. Yeah.
That was it. I'm out.
All right, pretty cool little shipment going out today for our buddy Kyle at Rust Lab. We have our frame rail kit. So I've showed you these before. These are 4-link frame rail kicks that we make with the integrated link pivots. We got trailing arms in here, 55-inch trailing arms, and a Curry 9-inch rear end, 4-inch tubes. It's all tabbed out with our upper 4-link pivots and our lower billet link pivots. And we sell these tab kits as well. Then we got some sway bar arms in here, some end links, and all the hardware, misalignments, and everything for all this stuff. So he's gonna be putting together a truck here pretty soon, and pretty much running all of our stuff on the back half, and he's gonna get all of our front stuff in the future as well. So pretty cool little pre-runner on a pallet heading out to Texas today. Back in the machine shop, making some I don't know what we call them, ball joint receptacles for our 2500 coilover kits. So we got a bunch over here already done, a bunch halfway done up here. We're running about 100 of these things right now. We got that, just got a bunch more material today. This thing's gonna break. Running I don't know how many of those. I think there's 100 of these as well. To make 50 front sway bar kits for the 2500 kits. We're just about wrapped up with our shock mounts over here. We got all those and then all of those. So we got, what's that, 5 left plus what's in the machine. So next up we're gonna run the sway bar pivots, and then after that, hopefully, after that we'll be running upper arms and sway bar arms for the 2500 kits as well. So we're doing 50 of those kits, so we're making pretty much 100 of everything. So pretty big production run, and our scrap barrels fill up every like 3 days now. So we're running a lot of parts, and we're running split shifts so we could try to get twice as many parts done in a day than we're used to. So just yeah, a lot of machining and a lot of nice billet parts, so head out to anodize. All right, back over here in our grinding department, we got some more sanders here. So we got 2 more of the Ameribrade sanders, full packages. So we got this one set up with the 1-inch wheel right now. I think that one's got 1.5 inches, and that one's just got the big wheel on it with the big rest here. So basically, we'll just keep each one set up different, so we don't have to switch settings too much. Because some people like it flat, some people like it vertical, so we could still use it whichever way. But seems like the guys like using them flat. I like using them vertical, but that's just me, old school, I guess. Yeah, after I got the first one, I just really wanted 2 more, just so we had all the same components, and then pretty much everything's interchangeable with all of them. And now we only have to buy 1 size belt. So before I had 3 different size belts from Jag 10 Tools, and now I only have to buy 1 size belt for all of them. So that makes life a lot easier. And then we spread them out to give them a little more room around them. Rewired pretty much this whole wall, just got rid of a bunch of old crap and just lined up. So each one of these has its own plug and just a little more straightforward. So yeah, I got these set up last night. They showed up yesterday around 2 o'clock. Got them set up yesterday and got them wired last night, and we're up and running this morning. So no downtime at all, so that was nice. And you can see we're already making a mess over here, so getting the job done. And maybe we'll get a 4th one. I don't know. But super happy with these, and good all-around sander. So everyone should, like I said before, go check out Ameribrade and pick one of these up. All right, let's go check in with the class clown, see what he's doing. What are you doing?
I'm making another panel for the center because we moved the seat tabs and the other one didn't work. The end.
Yeah, there you go.
There
Quick
you
and
go.
easy.
Quick and easy.
You didn't watch today's episode yet, huh? Oh, it's so good. What was your favorite panel in there?
This one.
Because it was the easiest?
It was super quick and easy.
Your mom's quick and easy.
Oh, shit.
Yo, quick and easy. And I was like, your mom's quick and easy.
I remember.
Yeah, they left it in.
Okay, cool.
Your mom left it in.
Oh!
All right, come check out in here. So yeah, it's pretty much done in here, besides tying in the cab. So like he said, we had to remake that middle piece because we ended up moving the seat mounts back about 3 inches to get a little more leg room and just readjust the seat. It was a little low and a little forward, so got a bunch more room in there now for the front 2 people. The rear seat, a little less room, but that's for small people anyway. So yeah, it's probably the last piece he's got to weld in until this thing's done. For sheet metal, that is. He will finish weld the front after we get the motor and stuff out and get the cab off. But yeah, since he's done with that now, I'll weld that in and then move on to the front suspension and rear suspension. We got the FNG under there. Little Ricky Ricardo Jr. down there working on boxing in the frame and getting the upper link pivots, the bosses through the frame where I set the upper links. So you can see the upper links are just kind of floating in there right now. He's tacking in all the plates on the frame where we boxed it in. We pretty much boxed it in from the frame kicks all the way past the link pivots. So now that's all boxed right there. Give us a nice, clean, strong area to make our upper link pivots to. And then, yeah, once we get that rear end swinging, we're gonna start the shock mount. So that'll be the next step. Yeah, another step closer to being a roller. All right, we got some pretty cool big boy shocks over here. So we got a 3.0 by 12 internal bypass coilover. And this is, these are for the white truck. It's a piggyback swivel top reservoir. It's got the big compression adjuster here. So you take this guy off, you can adjust right there, firmer, softer. It's got some ports on it. This one has a port on it as well. So you can hook up your Motec to it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so this is a pretty big shock package for the white truck. Now this is a 12-inch 5-tube bypass 4.0 with the big thin reservoirs on both of them. But like I said, pretty big shock package for the white truck, and we opted to go from the regular standard rod end to a +3. And I will explain that on the truck. And we got the other one here for the coilover. Obviously, these will get anodized before they get, you know, final assembled and whatnot. But we'll go check it out on the truck. So here, Evan's working on the driver's side. So we got 4.0 by 12 here and 3.0 by 12 coilover there. You can see with the big rod ends on there, it gets our shock mount a lot closer to the engine cage. So if we didn't have a +3 on the bottom, this shock bolt would be about here, and then the shock mount would just be a bigger shock mount hanging down lower, and we wanted to keep it tight so it's just a little stronger without a big mount hanging down. So yeah, this is obviously not the final J-arm we'll be running. This is the older one that I had laying around. We're just using it for mock-up. We cut a whole section out of here to fit this big shock, and then top shock mount came out pretty cool. Added a little detail on the bridge port, stuck those in there and just ran a little path through it. This thing is cycling, will pretty much be bumped and strapped at 21 inches, which is pretty good with the stock pivot truck. Still gotta add the bump stop in up here. It'll hit way off the top up here, hit off the spindle. See here, these are just here for mock-up. Evan made all this on the table, square. and then just tacked these in, and then set this on the truck and built the rest from there. But obviously, work in progress right now. He's working on the J-arm mounts right now, which you see we got the outer of the two here. So this will obviously get plated across the back. We'll do another mount here up to the tube. This will be its own mount, all boxed in, and then we'll tie in another tube to that, to this corner, and keep this area all free for the shock to be able to droop out and not any interference issues there. But pretty cool setup. Excited to get a new J-arm machine because this one right here is about 10 years old. The first time we machined a billet J-arm. So yeah, obviously we didn't do that in the house because I didn't have machines at the time. But so we'll take whatever dimensions we need off of here and we'll design a completely new one. And another cool thing we have in right now is the steering. So we got steering box from Power Steering Solutions. It's a 3-bolt Saginaw with ram ports. And then for the ram, we have the 6.5-inch ram, which is also from Power Steering Solutions. Charlie over there does a great job setting up all our boxes and our pumps and rams and everything. So pretty much everything for steering, we go through him. And this is our swing set kit with cross members for 2007 to 2018 Chevy Silverado 1500. And this only works on a 2-wheel drive application because all that stuff right there basically would just be crashing into the diff if it were 4-wheel drive. So basically the swinger here connects to that lower cross member, and there's 2 of them. And basically those just swing back and forth and everything works in a nice fluid motion there. And we put these on quite a few trucks and we've had pretty much 100% success rate so far with these. It's pretty much effortless steering. You have 40-inch tires and steer the thing with your pinky. So no feedback and pretty much effortless steering there. So this is pretty much as you could really build a truck that still has a stock frame, as opposed to just going full tube chassis. So it's kind of each end of the extreme right here next to each other. And this shock package is actually the same shock package we'll be putting on this truck, except this truck will run a 14-inch stroke. So pretty cool setup. Really excited to see how this thing works because I've only driven with this kit with a 2.5 coilover and a 3.5 bypass, and that worked really, really good. So excited to see how this does with the bigger shock package and bigger tires and a little more horsepower than the last one. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Right, Evan?
Whatever he says, I guess.
You're fun. Right, Toast?
What's up?
You tell me.
It's Tuesday. Is that what we're doing?
Nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing for us?
Oh, well, finalizing some hardware.
Just packaging it up?
Just packaging it up. So we got the 2019 replacement lower sheet metal arms, and we're just finalizing the hardware that goes in the uniball cup. So gonna get that tying up. Actually, we have a truck that's gonna have these on there pretty soon. So show how that turns out.
Yeah, that's a new part we haven't showed you. So replacement, direct bolt-in replacement lower arm for 2019 and up Chevy 1500. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Direct
You
replacement.
could show them a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's a direct replacement. So there's it's not extended length or anything like that. It'll bolt right into the factory spindle. It'll accept the original shocks or replacement king shocks like it's illustrated here. Goes right in. There's no like welding, fabbing, or anything like that. Just
Fitting.
yeah, direct bolt on. Direct bolt on. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, we have some other little things, little items for the 2019s. Actually, we have the upper
Billet
arms
uppers,
for it also. So it's kind of the 2 items will be a nice replacement deal for
Yeah, so
just
bolt-in
strengthening
upper,
it up.
bolt-in lower, and a bolt-in king shock 2.5, or they have the 3.0 kit as well. So pretty cool setup if you don't want to do fenders and stuff like that, but still want some added strength and durability.
Yeah, we have
That's your solution.
a customer of ours actually likes that setup. He drives his every day and just puts miles and doesn't want to do anything too crazy, but wants to you know, use some of our products. So it's a really nice item to just put on and call it a day and not get too carried away.
Down by the bay. I just may. Eat some hay.
No. No.
Check back next week for more.